Okay, so this video I probably should have made when I first started doing these kind of reviews and assessment videos. Yeah, duh, silly me. What do I mean by Cosmos approved? Now, before I get into that, which should only be a couple of minutes because it's pretty easy to distinguish between what I mean versus whatever. I just wanted to say, yeah, if you're noticing, oh, she looks a little tired, or she sounds different, or her vibe is off, not that I have a vibe, but if you're feeling something, yeah, you are correct. I am absolutely, my energy is absolutely drained, and it has been that way ever since doing the Joe Dispenza review. But this has nothing to do with Joe Dispenza. Um, Even though I was experiencing something even during that video, not coming from him, through anyway. But what I'm experiencing now is a whole new set of a whole new set of energy vampires or something, um, really draining my energy, and I can't even think straight. So I had to I'm forcing myself to do videos because I will not allow these attacks to take me away from what I want to do, even though that's what's happening because I'm so tired. Anyway, the attacks are coming from commenters on a particular person's video that I have since taken down, probably temporarily or something. I'm revisiting it. Anyway, um, yeah, the commenters, and it's not the commenters and it's not the words that they're using because whatever they're saying in defense of their leader um, doesn't hurt my feelings. I take nothing personal. Nothing hurts me. However, it's the energy behind the words and the act. And what I got is that the followers are being used as instruments. They have no idea, right? They feel like they're defending this person, and but there's a lot of angry and hateful energy, and yeah, it can have a drain on you. And while I uh, normally have physical exhaustion like all the time, this is different. I can feel it. It's an artificial tired. It's not coming from my body, it's coming from the field around me and like seeping in. Anyway, so yeah, if I'm seeming off, that's what it is, but I'm trying to like push through it. Yeah, anyway, because I say no, no, no to any and all projections and poison arrows from other people. So there you go. Okay, and that leads me into um where do I get my basis for what is Cosmos approved? And I get it from studying the I Ching, working with the I Ching for probably, I don't know, I mean, not very long, but like 10 years or so. And I'm not a fanatic about it, but the I Ching talks about the Tao, the way of the Wu, the Wu way. Um, and it is all about Cosmos approved is when you're looking to expand consciousness, to be in the process of removing all false ideas, beliefs, understandings about your human life, what you are, removing images that have been placed on you, removing the shoulds and should be doing this according to the collective view. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, all the things that move you out towards yourself, to look to other people for your guidance, to put other people on pedestals, to teach you about the cosmos, to all this, all these things that, well, the I Ching would say, no, the real spiritual journey is about removing all the images, all the false beliefs, the ego, or at least parts of the ego that take you away from your inner truth, that take you away from communicating directly with the cosmos. You have direct access to the cosmos, all that sort of stuff that leads to your eventual, well, reduction of yourself, of the self. And what I mean by that is reduction and the dissolution of this huge unconscious and conscious bubble of everything that makes you me, 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 me. I am the center of the universe, this me-ness. And that would be your personal consciousness, your personal me. The I Ching would say, we need to strip everything away so that you can get to your true self and recognize your true uniqueness and be in alignment. And your true uniqueness, not specialness, but uniqueness that is absolutely ordinary and absolutely spectacular at the same time, right? I know I'm kind of all over the place, but you get what I'm saying. And you take away all these false beliefs, and then you're at a vibrational, non-vibrational frequency, a frequency of stillness and clarity, pure, well, not even, it's beyond consciousness, that you're now in harmony with the cosmos, which is the field around you, which is the stillness, the truth, and you are free. You are free from the everyday beating mind games, beating you up for, oh, you weren't a good person, you blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're feeling guilty. Now I'm going to make you feel shameful. Now I'm going to make you feel angry. All these things, these mind feeling activations that go on. No, the universe wants you to be free of all that so that you can have prosperity and live in accordance with your inner truth, which is always in alignment with the cosmos. And so that's kind of the oh, what is the word? The list, I guess. What do I mean by are these teachings cosmos approved? And of course, I mean, just think about it. Almost every new age teaching and teacher is not really going to fit that bill because it's always I'm it's careful saying the word always, but most of the time the teachers and the teachings of these new age um, theories, which by the way I think are only valuable after a true spiritual awakening, then you can go, oh, these are the laws of the universe, and I can utilize them from a very clear and aligned position with the universe. And then it's simple and there's no backlash. But New Age teachings say, oh, heck with that. New Age teachings really have nothing to do with spiritual awakening because spirit is consciousness, consciousness awakening. No, it has everything to do with building up the self, building up the egoic self. There's a separate self. That's what I mean when something is a human-centered perspective, meaning I'm operating from my individualized personal consciousness, this me that I think exists in the world. And I am the subject, I am the ruler of my kingdom, and everything else out here is an object that I can manipulate, I can manifest, I can control, and I can control the laws of the universe and manifest things and my reality. That's all human ego centered behaviors and ways of thinking because I need to get what I want. That's all service to self. And also, that human centered view is a separated view. It separates you from the cosmos, which means the cosmos says, yeah, your spirit, you are not separated from the rest of everything. That means in everything that you do or that you think you've created and done has been via the help or actually the force and manipulation of your helpers. And helpers, I mean by the elementals, the devatas. Some people will put the label angels. That's wrong. I say helpers. You keep a very generic term, but these um, sparks of consciousness in your field that listen to everything you're saying and create, thought bubbles and vibrational frequencies attract whatever. Anyway, I just lost my train of thought. But we're supposed to not be human-centered and think you've done all this. When you start taking the credit as a human for what comes to you in your life, That is like ego, and that is not Cosmos approved because we're supposed to be inviting our helpers to help us with this. We're supposed to be asking, oh, is this thing I want? Is this thing that I want to do? Is it, number one, in harmony with my inner truth? Is it in harmony with the cosmos? I mean, are you checking to see, or is this an ego-driven motivation? Does this thing that I'm learning to do from this teacher, this new way, does it require effort? Because effort always engages the ego. Does this teaching um, put a being in the middle of me and my direct connection to the cosmos, my inner truth? Is it, you hear what I'm saying, right? And does this teaching make me feel like I need to keep watching this person to get all the information rather than the person going, hey, go check within and see if this works. Now go away. You don't need to come back to my live stream, my whatever, whatever. The truth is within you. Are they giving you like they can say that they're giving you sovereignty and your power. Oh, they love that word. I'm giving you your sovereignty and your power, and yet you're still separate from the cosmos and harmony, and you're still suffering. These teachings may be great temporarily, like, oh, let's raise your vibration. Like that is such a joke. It's like putting a band-aid on, a tumor. Um, it's mood, it's creating a mood, and that doesn't really affect it. You can temporarily utilize and manipulate the laws of the universe, but eventually, you can't keep a vibration up of love. It's all fakery, because what the universe really feels from you is what's in your unconscious, what is in this astral bubble around you, all the thought forms, all the emotional traumas that are in there. That's what the universe is responding to. You can raise your vibration all you want for 3 hours a day, 5 hours, and a couple days in a row. Great. And you can kind of manipulate the universe and start getting those cups of coffee or those whatever extra money. But invariably you cannot keep it up. Those things are in your field, and the universe responds in a relative way. Like you can manifest good, but then the bad's going to come. Not the bad, but it's a reaction, right? So yeah, I'm all over the place, but you get what I'm saying about Cosmos approved. Are the teachings adding more beliefs on you that now, oh, now you're a star seed, now you're this, you're that, we're this, we're what is it, light workers, we're here to do this, where it creates an image of yourself once, okay, I'm this star seed here, I'm supposed to be doing this, and I'm supposed to be fighting this war with these other beings, or whatever. And invariably with an image comes now or just being a spiritual person. Oh, I'm a spiritual person. So now I've created a list of things that I should be doing, look like, sound like, teach like, whatever. This is too much. These are all false beliefs. And the cosmos is like new age teachings. And I know I went through it. Like, yeah, totally didn't work for me. I mean, it does in some ways, right? But then you're never truly at peace with yourself. You never truly expand and awaken and evolve your consciousness so that you see life from like no perspective, right? No perspective where you're just like, oh, it is what it is. Everything, evil, dark, whatever, is all equal, and it's all wonderful, and it's a fun play, and it doesn't bother me. And by the way, the universe is not personal. This isn't about me. It's totally impersonal and has everything, and it is just responding to what is in my unconscious, the thoughts that I have stuck in my whatever myself, you know, am I being selfish? Oh, am I trying to love myself? Oh, the universe just says, don't worry about that. It's You can't love yourself into spirituality because you're loving a personality that doesn't really exist. I know I'm saying all these things. I had nothing prepared, but, and I know maybe yeah, I was a little confusing and went sidetracks, but I think you get the idea of where I'm coming from. And, the whole why did I start doing these videos? I mean, I'm questioning myself. And it's because it was in alignment with my inner truth. It is a calling. And it's not to demonize. Yeah, that's another thing. New Age teachings teach you to demonize, make other people culprits. And I realize in a way I started off doing that, particularly. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to. That's never my intent to demonize another person and what they're doing. But I will point out, and I think if I feel like somebody's being manipulated or they're being deceivers or they're being deceived, you know, I, I, I want to make these videos for discernment, but not to make somebody wrong. And I don't, it's to help you trust your own body, your own physical reactions, right? Forget what the mind says. The body has all the answers. And the fact that you're even asking somebody, oh, can you do a reading on this person? Can you do a reading? Means already there's a question in you and you already know the answer. Yeah. And what I can say about the comments that I've gotten about this person, no matter how adorable they may be, um, the comments and the energy behind the people defending, which, by the way, the cosmos says truth never needs to be defended. And the truth is always simple. If you have to think about it and figure it out, forget about it. That's 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 man-made, hokey pokey, hocus pocus stuff. Truth is simple and it hits you. In fact, it doesn't even hit you because there's no vibration to it. You just go, yeah, that's it. All right. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, truth never needs to be defended. And when I feel this such strong attacks, that tells me all I need to know about the person, their teaching. And I'm not going to say that the person or the teacher is not intentionally, consciously doing anything. They may fully believe what they're doing is right, but there's an essence that if you feel like you need to go to another person talking about your leader and be mean and kind of hateful and spread angry energy, then these teachings are not working. They're not giving you freedom. In fact, they're showing you, the followers, how attached you are to the teachings and how if somebody comes and questions that it's fear that's rising up inside of you causing a reaction. And that's not a good place to be. You should not be so attached to something or to someone that you have to be mean to another person. Anyway, yeah, I didn't mean for this video to be that long, but there you go. And yeah, that's all for now. Bye.